It's Payday, motherfuckers.
Alright, hey everyone, this is Foof of Death and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Payday 3. It literally just came out and for some reason a lot of people hate it. They're saying it's like the worst fucking game launch of 2023. I beg to differ. I think Gollum was definitely the worst one. Just saying. That was a fucking horrible game. But yeah, apparently it's doing pretty bad right now. I have run into the matchmaking error a few times, actually, trying to launch my game, and that fucking sucked. But unlike the majority of these freaking dweebs, I did figure out how to do invite only. So I was able to beat the game. I beat all 8 heists. I figured out the story, figured out what was going on, and enjoyed everything about it that wasn't online, because fuck online only. Seriously, Almir. Guys, Starbreeze, why? Why did you guys do this? Seriously, why? It's fucking ridiculous. Alright, we'll talk about that later though, along with a few other issues in my cons bit of this video. But for right now, we're going to talk about the upsides, which we'll start with story. The story was actually pretty cool. It was pretty neat. So, to best start this off without spoiling the entire plot, I'm just going to summarize it as this. Payday gang came back. We got Dallas, Chains, Wolf, Hoxton, and they got approached by this lady named Shade. She apparently knew Bane at one point. By the way, if you guys don't know who Bane is, you're fucking— Payday 2 had this guy named Bane. He got fucking killed. He turned into the president for that game in the secret ending. Or he died, and you just get nothing out of it if you got the regular ending, like a fucking noob. There was this chick named Shade that worked with him back in the day, I guess. I don't know how, they never really explored that part, but whatever. Shade comes to us and tells us that our money has been stolen. And we gotta figure out who did it. And we're like, alright, we need to figure out who did it. Let's go rob a bank and get some info from a random bank. But after that point, we get Joy and Pearl. Pearl's a brand new heister. She's fucking cool. I love her mask. I used it for a custom on my character Wolf, and it looks fucking great. I know people are gonna be like, oh, that's a shit look, and I'll be like, hey, yeah, shut up. And then we got Joy. Joy came back. That was cool. She's a good hacker. That's the most I know about her anyway. I don't know anything else. She was the exclusive for the Nintendo Switch version, but nobody bought that, so it's just kind of been added to the game later in the life cycle of Payday 2. She's cool though. I do like her perk deck, the hacker perk deck. I didn't use it a whole lot, but it was pretty fun when I did use it. Alright, anyway, moving on. Gameplay loop. Yes. This. So, basically, the Payday loop, I'm just gonna call it the Payday loop, is essentially you walk into a place, you figure out what the fuck it is you need to steal. You either sneak in and get it, or you go loud, take as many hostages as possible, use them as resources, or just, you know, be a fucking psychopath and murder everybody, and then get the shit that you need and get out. And all along the way, kill as many cops as you can. Turn them into fucking pulled pork or something. That's basically it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to the gameplay loop. It's pretty arcadey, pretty simple. It's a good, simple gameplay loop, and it's a lot of fun. If you know what you're doing. I know if you're like brand new to it, you're gonna be a bit shocked when there's 1,000 cops shooting at you at once and you get downed in like 3 hits. But that's pretty much the Payday loop. I'm sorry to say, guys, but that's how it goes. That's just how it be. Skill issue. So now for the loud bit, it's a lot of fun. Once you figure out how the fuck to play the game, and you get a decent set of skills going, which, by the way, perk decks in this game no longer exist. They've been replaced with a skill tree that you unlock as you can progress. You can select whichever skills you want researched, and you can just start on that tree. The cool thing about this is that you select whatever your core skills are, research those, and then the subsidiary skills for that tree will start kind of unlocking as you gain more experience. It's pretty neat. So the more infamy you get, the more skills you get, and the more skills you get, the more skill slots you get, and you can unlock all this shit as you progress. It's pretty neat. I'm already trying to like armor gate and go with grit and rush as my main build. I'll explain this all in a second. Basically, rush increases your movement speed by 20%. It's essentially this game's version of dodge, which it's a good addition, but it's not as OP as it was in Payday 2, and I understand that because that version of dodge was seriously broken, and a lot of us, we all admit this, we all exploited dodge at one point or another in that game. If you went Sicario or Rogue, it's easy to say you definitely exploited dodge at one point or another. You went dodge and crit on Payday 2, and now you're going edge and rush in this game. You can't deny it, guys. You can't. You just can't. So there's a number of sets you can go with. You could go with grit, which increases your overall damage resistance by 10%, or you go edge, which increases your damage output by 10%, or you do the 20% speed increase of rush. And you can combine these in whatever way you want, which makes this a hell of a lot more dynamic compared to Payday 2. Because Payday 2, perk decks were very strict sets of skills. Some of them had very similar common perks that came along with it, like walk-in closet and health regen and shit like that, or additional health. But then you've got perks, not perk decks, but perks in Payday 3, where you can mix and match them into whatever the hell you want. So you can armor gate while dodging and dealing some damage to additional, to enemies on top of all this. But it would be balanced enough that it's just a fairly balanced bit of gameplay. Or you could go glass cannon, not focus on armor, not focus on health, and just be a speed demon who deals a ton of damage. Which, that's basically a Risk of Rain 2 Huntress ass build, and that's probably where I'm gonna go. I have no idea yet. I do like the idea of armor gating though, because armor is definitely your life in this game. Because your health melts no matter what you do in this game. You get shot once and you're down a few bits of your armor, and it's like a small sliver every time you get hit. But then when your health is starting to go, when your health is going, it melts so quickly, so rapidly, that you are just in complete shock, like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, dodge, 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 slide, 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 fuck, no, cloaker. That's basically the Payday loop right now for Assault on Loud. It's bad. And then there's Stealth, which is my favorite in this game. I love the stealth in this game. It's so much better than Payday 2. And yeah, you still have only 4 pagers for this version, but the overall loop for Stealth is so much more fluid and dynamic, like the perks, that it just feels right. And when you're working with a team, Stealth and Loud actually can both be a really fun experience. Problem is, if you go into a public lobby with people you do not know, and you do not communicate what version of the heist you want to do, they will straight up sabotage your stealth and go loud. They are idiots. I'm sorry to all of you public fans out there. You guys are fucking idiots. Oh my god. I don't know how many stealth runs I fucking lost because people decided, oh, I'm just gonna start shooting up the place. I'm gonna go loud. I'm like, god damn it, bro. We almost made it into the vault. Right as we're about to finish the you fucker. Oh my god. That is basically my experience with online, and I fucking hate it. Alright. Now talking about stealth. I keep going on these tangents, it's fantastic. Stealth is a lot of fun, because at least with stealth, you can jiggle the locks, which, oh my god, is a fucking phenomenal upgrade from what it used to be. You just watch a little circle go around for your lockpick. Meanwhile, in this one, you can actually unlock perks that make it a 2-second ordeal for smaller locks, like door locks. And then for unlocking deposit boxes, damn. It's a lot nicer now. It's so much nicer. The time in between doing a lock for Payday 3 versus a lock in Payday 2, it's noticeably different, which makes stealth a hell of a lot nicer. On top of, you can basically stealth the vast majority of a mission without putting your mask on. I shit you not. I was able to do pretty much 90% of No Rest for the Wicked unmasked. I didn't have to put my mask on until I needed to grab an executive. And that's what I would do, is go kill the cameraman, go downstairs, kill the guy on the first floor, throw his body into where the little supply closet is, grab the executive, throw him over at that thing, grab the code, go into the vault, grab the shit, get out. It's pretty much how it went. And of course, yeah, you're gonna definitely take hostages and throw them into a corner, which, by the way, should I mention, there is infinite zip ties in this version versus, like, the limited supply that you had in Payday 2, which makes heist so much easier if you're wanting to take hostages and run a hostage-taking build, which, by the way, pretty fucking broken. I do like that. I do like that. If you protected your hostages from a swarm of enemies, you've pretty much guaranteed you're gonna have infinite health for the most part. You definitely need to figure out something, Almir, for varying the resources that you get, because only health packs, it's a little unnecessary. When health fucking melts like hot butter on a sunny day in 90-degree weather, meanwhile your armor ticks away like watching a freaking clock tick an entire hour just standing there staring at it. That ticking is so much better than the fucking health that keeps melting away into oblivion. Please fix your shit. God damn. Alright, so the next bit that I'm going to talk about, going past stealth and loud, we're going to talk about one of the biggest pros in this game, the biggest plus, the absolute peak of this game, is that fucking soundtrack. Listen to this. Fucking phenomenal. Absolute peak music. I shit you not. Rock the Cradle hits hard. It hits so hard. This entire track, honestly, the entire soundtrack, you, the dude who made this music, you did fantastic. Doing like the stealth for this game, you just kind of vibe while you're doing this, and then when you go loud, you are just your hood. Oh my god, this shit's good. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about pros and cons. So, let's go ahead and summarize real quick. Pros for this game. Stealth and loud are really fun. I have a great time on normal mode. It's been a blast so far. I haven't gone into hard mode yet, because I'm still trying to kind of figure out my build, which, by the way, building builds is much easier in this game than in Payday 2, because in Payday 2, once you dedicate yourself to a perk deck, you're pretty much stuck with that, and you're pretty much just investing as much as you can until you've unlocked it fully. You can't reclaim those points and put it into something else, whereas in Payday 3, you have that ability. You can just as easily trade your perks for something else completely. Once you've researched basically the entire perk tree, you can just go, yeah, I want this, 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 and this, and I don't want these, but I want this. I want this. Yes. That. Yes. Those. Yeah. Yep. You could just do that. That's basically how this goes. It's a hell of a lot nicer, hell of a lot smoother of an experience for perk building than in Payday 2. But at the same time, it's something I do miss, because there was some things about the perk decks that were just so good, so broken, that just can't be replaced, and just fun in general. Like Sociopath's panic perk at the very end of its perk tree was fantastic. This game is a hell of a lot more balanced, and I give them that. It's definitely a hell of a lot more underpowered versus the overpowered, crazy, balls-to-the-wall shit that we saw in Payday 2. Another thing, positive on this, the cosmetic section of this game is really fucking cool. I know it's gonna get expanded upon when we get more DLC, more additions to this game. Brand new heisters probably means brand new blank masks that you could customize. Probably even like new suits you can customize, because I saw there was even an option for a customizable outfit, which I have never seen in this series, is a customizable suit that you could choose your own color schemes for. There's like preset options for some suits in Payday 2, but nothing to the extreme that I might be thinking of at the moment. Like, say you want to customize the shirt, the undershirt, and the blazer, and the pants, and the shoes. I don't know. I have no idea what they have in store for this, but who knows? We'll see. And then the guns. The guns themselves, they're pretty damn good. They're pretty balanced. I like the Car 4 old school boy. The fucking this one. That is a fantastic gun. I like it. And then there's this. I was able to beat the final mission with this gun. When I was actually having a hard time with the car, I was nailing police, dozers, and cloakers with this thing. I shit you not, this thing is pretty damn good. The shotgun was pretty good too. It basically felt like a Mossberg, where you're just blasting people away. Problem is, the range wasn't that great. It could have been better, but you know, it's a shotgun. It's not exactly gonna have the best range because it's a fucking shotgun. So I ended up running ARs for a bit. It was pretty fun. And then you got the pistols. Which, the pistol that you start off with was a fucking lifesaver. Because if this wasn't here, I would have never been able to do stealth, which would have messed with me for like the beginning part of my playthrough a lot. Because I love going stealth in these games. It's typically a lot of fun. Just in their bizarre Payday way, it just gets great after like a certain point. Because this gun, in particular, when you first start the game, has a suppressor already unlocked. So you just slap it on and you're good to go. You just start the heist. Let's go stealthing. And then another plus to this, the fucking pager responses are just hilarious. Hoxton and Wolf have some really funny lines in this game. And since we're on the topic of characters, let me just say it was great to see Vlad, of all people, make a comeback. Like, I was hoping for people like Locke and Jacket and Sydney, but nah, we got Vlad. I want him to lead some heists and be the one doing the voicing for the missions instead of just being limited to a small intro dialogue bit at the beginning of the heist before you even matchmake. Because Vlad is Vlad. Everyone who's played Payday 2 can agree. Vlad is easily the best heist giver in the series, bar none. He has no equal. Vlad is him.
Perhaps before SWAT team arrives and you can accept my invitation to my SUV, we drink, we talk, huh? There's some vodka, excellent vodka.
Okay, so I've got past the pluses. Let's talk about the cons. Alright, so like I've said multiple times in this entire video, the online only is awful. Fucking awful. The amount of times I either ended up in a lobby with idiots that did not know what they were doing, or people who just blatantly sabotaged whatever it was that you were trying to do, was insane. And the fact that this is online only, you go to log in into this game and you get a matchmaking error or like a login error or anything like that, it's basically game over. You're just constantly sitting in this loop until the game decides finally you're in. And it's like, how in the fuck is this okay? Almir, Starbreeze, guys, seriously, if you're listening to this video, if you're listening to me at all, please hear me out. This online only thing is such a horrible fad across the entire industry. You guys have gotta not join that bandwagon. This shit is not good. It's not cool. It's not a good trend. This is like following a TikTok trend. You guys should know by now. Following TikTok trends can kill you. And this game, following the online trend of online only, is gonna kill the game. It's already got a bad review from multiple game sites. You can't do this. This is sabotage to your own game. It's not right. And here's another thing too. When you have a normal mode, you would expect, oh, just a few police, and, you know, a marshal or a sniper, just a couple things. Let me just compare real quick. The normal mode in Payday 2 was so fucking easy. It was laughably easy. It was game journalist level easy. But sometimes for a new player experience, you would expect there to be at least some kind of easy mode like that. And yeah, sure, you have tutorials. That is the most mercy you're getting in this game. If you go straight into a new game, new heist, matchmaking, fucking queuing up for a brand new mission, and you get fucking murdered by everybody, you're gonna be a bit pissed. You're gonna be a bit upset. And frankly, that is 100% what happened when I first started playing the beta. But yeah, I played both betas. I played the first beta and then the stress test beta, which by the way, the stress test was definitely a hell of a lot more stable than my time on the fucking other beta. Jesus fuck. Payday 2 had a better difficulty scaling overall in comparison to Payday 3. And I know, you guys are just trying to make this a little bit simpler. Instead of like 6 to 7 difficulty levels, you only have 4. Which, I mean, it makes sense. You want to only go up to Overkill difficulty. Alright, fine. Totally fine. So here's my suggestion for that. Make your normal in this game like the normal in Payday 2. So then at least people have a chance to just game journalist level, get through the game, just to experience the story. Because there are some people who just want to enjoy the story, figure out what's going on, beat the game, beat the story. That's simple. That's like cyberpunk kind of ideology. Like, you just go in, you learn the story, get out. That's casual. That's as casual as it gets. Give us that, at least. And then in your hard mode, give us cloakers, give us fucking dozers, give us grenaders. Hell, put grenaders in normal mode. They're pretty easy to deal with. Also, by the way, the dozers in this game fucking suck. They actually suck. Seriously. There's like multiple of these fuckers coming in, guns blazing. They have full automatic weapons. They're going at you, and you have basically got like dog shit armor, dog shit weapons, and you're expected to face this in normal mode. What the fuck? What the actual fuck were you guys thinking? This is one of the few games actually that I've finally beaten in just a few days of it launching. Which, by the way, once you get to a certain point, normal mode is pretty easy. It's just that fucking first point, the first, like, new player experience. I want Starbreeze and Almir to hear this. Your first time player experience should not feel like Dark Souls for Payday. It really should not feel like this. For how much is being thrown at you in the first, like, 10-15 minutes of your game, it's not right. It's not right at all. I'm not saying it's god-awful to the point of, like, it's unplayable, like some of these idiot journalists are saying. It's not unplayable, it's just a little much. That's the best way to say it. It's a bit much. I'll definitely be playing more Payday 2 until things get more resolved. I'm kidding. Of course I'm gonna keep playing this game. It's a good game. It's definitely got some problems. I'm gonna follow closely on how this all goes, because there's so much to this game. I have faith that this game is gonna become something better. It's just a matter of Almir and the guys at Starbreeze hearing out all of us as gamers, because frankly, we are the people on the front line going, hey, here's this, and this that are going on with your game. Here's some solutions. Which, by the way, let's go ahead and get into the next segment. We're done ranting, we're done screaming at the screen and blowing up my microphone. Let's talk about possible solutions. So, biggest solution for the online mode. Make online an option, not only, because the ultimatum of being online or no game is bullshit, frankly. Having it online only is just gonna limit the amount of people who play your game, because not all of us has a good internet connection. A lot of my playthrough, I was on orange on my connection. I could have crashed at any point. In fact, there were a few points mid-mission that I just crashed and I just couldn't get back into the game. But that's at least, there's a solution here, and again, make it an option, because making it an option at least limits just how much strain is on those servers, because a lot of us are just wanting to play the game solo or just with a handful of friends that we just know. I fucking hate going public lobby because it's like going on to Call of Duty's public lobbies. I don't like public lobbies in general. It's a very horrible, toxic environment, and if it's just fucking random people I don't know, they're especially gonna be fucking brutal when we lose a match. And if there's like voice connection and all that shit, like what was being teased before, I don't want to have any part of that. I just want to solo, I just want to vibe with some friends and steal some shit and just have a good time. That's my preference with Payday in general. Oh yeah, fix this one thing. I have the fucking, the American Dream, OG American Dream, that mask. Yeah, the fucking icon for it looks like this. Just please fix this. It just is. Oh my god. My buddy Pyro's showing me that and I'm just gonna keep a straight face. Alright, but that's all I got for you all today. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry it's a little bit of a longer video than normal, but there was a lot to cover. It just has some problems about it that is definitely dragging down this game. Do I think it's a 5 out of 10? No, I don't think that at all. I'd say this is more closer to a 7 out of 10, if not a 75%. Problem is, online only, not effective. Not effective at all. It's a terrible fucking design loop, and I hate the fact there's so many companies out there that want to just do online only, because it just murders your game's lifespan. But to put it simply, Payday 3 has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I see it in the story aspect, I see it in the gameplay aspect, I see it overall for this game. This has a lot of potential, it's just not quite there. So with all that in mind, this game is getting an 80% solid. It's a damn good gameplay loop overall, except the bullshit first time new player experience, the bullshit online only thing. I'm willing to look past that because I see a lot that could go well with this game. DLCs, new heisters, new missions, brand new cosmetics, brand new additions that we have never even seen before in this series. But the issue is, it's gonna definitely be a matter of how the team that's developing this responds, and the people who are like the stakeholders and all the bullshit higher-ups are gonna have to keep their grubby ass hands off of this game and let the developers do what needs to be done, so then this game can really go far. But thank you all so much for watching, and that's the end of my rant. I'm gonna follow closely with how this game plays out in the industry. I want to see how far this thing goes, and even if it ends up dead, I'm gonna make an update video on this, because this game I have a lot of hopes for, and if it falls flat, then it falls flat. We'll have a little funeral. We'll figure out something to do for this. But if it goes far and it ends up in a damn good spot, then we're gonna keep following it, see where it goes, see what happens next. I'm gonna keep grinding the game and see if I can get myself into a better spot with my build, get unlock new stuff, because there's a lot I haven't unlocked yet. Hell, there's even achievements I haven't unlocked yet. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, and thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, go ahead and do this shit, like, comment, subscribe, I don't care. I have a Discord server too, if you want to hang out there, talk about this game, other games, maybe play some Deep Rock Galactic, which, spoiler alert, is probably going to be my next video. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Guys, shit. I'm in trouble. The location is compromised. Gotta get you guys out of there. This is what I was afraid of. They're coming for me. I'm so close to finding... Not much time. Don't hear me. This is crazy, but you need to trust Locke. He is our side, and whatever you do,